Yes, we were still discussing the features of Spirogyra and the functions of the features of Spirogyra. We were about talking about number 5, which is the chloroplasts. We had talked about the nucleus, the function, the filament, the function, the mucilage, the function, the cytoplasmic strand, the function. The nucleus, we said it is responsible for sexual reproduction, and that type of sexual reproduction is called conjugation. The filaments are 2 parallel threads that hold many cells of Spirogyra in place. Then we have the mucilage, which is a slippery substance that protects the Spirogyra filaments and prevents excessive sunlight from destroying it. Then we have the cytoplasmic strand, which is a star-shaped structure that supports the nucleus of the Spirogyra. Then I want to talk about number 5, which is the chloroplast. The chloroplast is like a belt. They are belt-like. And of course, for photosynthesis. So it is what the Spirogyra uses to carry out photosynthesis, which we are going to talk about later. Photosynthesis, that is, to use the energy from the sunlight. The chloroplast now uses chlorophyll it contains to make food in the presence of sunlight. That is photosynthesis. So another thing we are going to talk about here, that's pyrenoid. Pyrenoid is located on the chloroplast. That's where you can find the pyrenoid. What is it for? It is used for starch storage. You know, when photosynthesis takes place, the Spirogyra filament will make what? Simple sugar, which will later be converted to starch. So that starch is now stored in the what? In the pyrenoid. So the last thing to talk about here is vacuole. So this vacuole is usually found in between the chloroplast for storage of cell sap. Watery substance inside the cell, they are stored in the what? In the vacuole. So let's now look at a diagram that will contain all these features we have stated about Spirogyra. So which number are you now? I want to wipe off everything. So let's take a look at the diagram of a Spirogyra. This is a filament. This is another filament. On the filament we have the mucilage. These are mucilage. This is a mucilage that protects the filament from excessive sunlight. So inside is what? Filament. So in between them we have, this is an incomplete Spirogyra cell. This is a complete cell of Spirogyra. This is another one. You can have as many cells as possible. And this is an uncompleted one. So we have many cells. So here now, they have cut this filament here. This one now continues like this. This is another cell. This is another one. So 2 filaments. Now they are support to many cells of the Spirogyra. Are we together? So then another at the center, we have the chloroplast is like belt. Let me just put it like this. You have something like this. 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 So I now have my star shaped I have the nucleus here. Then on this is chloroplast. On it I have pirenoids. So same thing is here. So you can have something like this. I have something like this. So you see I have something like this. These things that look like beds, they are the chloroplasts. I can have something like this here too. As if I'm drawing it now. So if I have, then here I have another one like this. Like this. So I have the pirenoids. Okay, then I have at the center here, I have my star shaped. Can you see this thing that look like star now that I'm drawing presently now? That's the cytoplasmic strand. What did I call it?
Cytoplasmic strand.
The function is to hold the nucleus. This cycle at the center now is the nucleus. So you have another cytoplasmic strand like this. Another one is coming down like this. Another one is going like this. And you have the nucleus there. So now, this is the nucleus of this one cell, nucleus here. So what holds the nucleus in place is called cytoplasmic strand. Cytoplasmic strand. So this is the cytoplasm of this cell. Cytoplasm at the center. Cytoplasm. So this thing that look like belts. This thing that look like belts now is the what? The chloroplasts. What did I call it? Chloroplast. And when the chloroplasts carry out photosynthesis, they produce food. And that food is stored in the pirenoid. All the circle on top of the chloroplast. They are called pirenoid. What did I call it? Pirenoid. Then the gap, all this gap in between this star-shaped something is the vacuole. What did I call it? Vacuole. So what you have now is the diagram of a Spirogyra filament. Spirogyra filament. So two parallel filaments inside which you have plenty cells. Are we together? So let's look at some classwork.
I want to start drawing it.
Okay, start doing that. So while I put forward some classwork here,
I should not bring my pen.
continue to write. Continue to draw. Don't worry. Continue to draw, Oga. Classwork. You say use the diagram below to answer the questions that follow. This is WAEC 2013 question 2. I'm going to use this diagram for 2 different years. I don't want to waste my time. So I have 2002. Question 27. So let's check. Now I have something like this. So like we used to have, you see?
This is not the same diagram.
Yes, now, but this time around I will now put alphabets. And they now ask questions based on those alphabets. This artist, the ear now, they put this one now as Roman figure X. You see, okay, sorry, then this is I, number 1. Then this is I. This is the chloroplast. Then this is I. So, okay, the nucleus now is now IV. And so this is a V. So what are the questions they asked here? Okay. The question 1, they said the diagram represents A cell, B filament, C colony, and D part of a living organism. Part of a living. What did you say is your answer? Filament. Correct. You are very correct. Number 2 question. It says that the pyrenoid is represented in the structural label dash. Yeah, the pyrenoid is present in the structure labeled A, in the structure labeled IV, B, I, C, I, and DI. Yes, pyrenoid. Just compare it with this diagram. Where is pyrenoid here? Pyrenoid are all these circle on the chloroplast. So here now, what is now your answer here? There's a way they made the question confusing, small. What do you think will be your answer there? Yeah, tell me. Yes? Is it IV? Where is IV? This is IV. Is this one is the pyrenoid located here? What is this thing? This one is nucleus. This thing that hold the nucleus in place. This is cytoplasmic strand. So this is pyrenoid. All these cycle. So where is it located? Where is D? Option D, I1. Yes, correct. Because that is the chloroplast. The pyrenoid itself is what? Is I thought you would say I. The I they didn't say. The question did not say the pyrenoid is the part labeled dash. If the question said the pyrenoid is the part labeled dash, answer is what? I. But it says it's located where? On the part labeled I. That's correct. You are good. Clap for yourself. You are a good boy. So I have this one now is on WAEC 2013 question 2. Are you done writing it? I want to clean the upper part. Are you done with it?
So that I can be that I'm citrate.
The upper part?
Yes.
So you have to hurry up. Hurry up. So let's continue. Let's look at the second year. That's in 2002. WAEC. It says, the first one says, the part labeled I in the diagram is the A, cytoplasm, B, chloroplast, C, chlorophyll, D, nucleus. This question is WAEC 1997, question 3. So number 2 question there says, what is the function? What is the function of the part labeled II in the diagram? A, manufactures food. 2, okay, eat. That's it. It does what? B, it manufactures food. B, protects the chloroplast. C, produces protein. And D, suspends the nucleus. This is WAEC 1997, question 4. So let's see. Let me see whether what we have here is what we have there. Okay. So here now, if you are using this diagram now, okay, let me this one now will represent their own II. I don't want to redraw the same diagram. So this one represents I. Are we there? I don't want to waste time. So the first question says the part labeled I, which is this one. In the diagram is the what? What is this thing that looks like belt? What is it called? What is this thing that looks like belt? What is its name?
That one is chloroplast.
Chloroplast. That's option B. Option B. Then what is the function of the part labeled 2? This star-shaped thing. What's its function? Check your table. What's the function of this thing that looks like star? This thing that looks like star, what is its name? Cytoplasmic strand. So check the function of cytoplasmic strand there. In your table. Cytoplasmic strand. Which number is that one?
Okay, number 4.
So what is the function?
It is star.
Star shape.
Structure that supports the nucleus.
So what is now the answer here in this question? You say it supports the nucleus. So any option that looks like that here in the option?
It suspends the nucleus.
It suspends the nucleus. That's the answer. Option D. So that's the end for biology. Now we can quickly go to